everyone! So today's video is going to be another Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, and this look is going to be a bit more sultry. I asked you guys on Twitter about a week ago if you guys wanted me to create a sweet look or a sultry look, and a lot of you guys said sultry. So this is what you got, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it. This was a pretty fun look for me to create because I used both of my Urban Decay Naked palettes, so you guys are going to see a lot of colors from these. This is a perfect look for maybe a candlelit dinner with your loved one, or even if you're just going out with your girlfriends. It's just an all-around really perfect going out look, and I really love how it turned out, and I hope that you guys do too. So if you guys would like to learn how to create this sultry look for Valentine's Day, then just keep on watching. To start this look, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I'm going to be using this all over my eyelids and even along my lower lash line. This step is super important because it's going to make sure that our eyeshadows won't move throughout the night, and it's going to make the colors appear a lot more vibrant. And now I'm going into the Naked Original palette. I'm going to be selecting this color here called Naked. It's just a nude flesh tone color. I'm going to be applying that with a big fluffy brush just all over my lids, just a really light wash of color. And now I'm going to go into my Naked palette 2 by Urban Decay. I'm going to be selecting this color here, which is called Tease. It's like a matte, taupey, plummy color. It's super gorgeous. Hi Dee Dee, and I'm going to be taking a flat shader brush and I'm going to be packing that color all over my lids up to my crease. So I'm just going to keep on applying little layers of eyeshadow just until I'm happy with the color payoff. And now I'm going back into the original Naked palette. I'm going to be selecting Buck, which is just a medium matte brown color, and with any crease fluffy brush like this, I'm going to be placing that into the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to be working it in, slowly dragging it into my crease like so. I'm also going to be concentrating most of this color onto the outer portion of my eye because that's where I want the darkest color to be. And now I'm just going to be selecting a fluffy blending brush like this, and I'm going to be using that in windshield wiper motions just to really buff out any harsh edges that might be there. And now I'm going back into the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to be selecting this color here called Busted. It's like a really dark taupey color, and with a new crease brush, I'm just going to be working this color right into the outer portions of my eye. I really don't want to bring this color too in or too far out. I really just want to keep it focused onto the outer V, and this is where I want the most drama and dimension to be into my eyes. And now I'm going to blend out again any harsh edges. And now, of course, I'm going to pick up my favorite crease color called Saddle, and I'm just going to be taking a little bit of this with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to be buffing that above my crease, and it's really going to help with all the blending, and it's just going to be my transition color. This color also adds a lot of warmth, as you can see, because most of the other shadows are a little bit cool toned, so this is just going to warm up the look. Now I'm taking Foxy from the Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to be using that as my brow bone highlight, so I'm just going to pop that right there, and then I'm going to be taking a mixture of Foxy and a Booty Call for a little bit of shimmer, and I'm going to be using that as my inner corner highlight. Now going back into the original Naked palette and picking up Buck again with a pencil brush like this, I'm going to be working that color all along my lower lash line just for a pop of color, and it's really going to help in tying all of the colors together. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go back into the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to be selecting Busted again, and then I'm going to be using that just on the outer half of my lower lash line. And again, it's just going to tie in all of the colors that we used so far. And now with any black eye kohl, but here I'm just using Zero from Urban Decay, I'm just going to use this to very lightly line my lash line as close as possible to my actual lash line. I don't want a lot of product because I'm going to be smudging it out later, and I don't want the black to overpower the entire look. I'm also going to be putting a little bit on the outer corner of my lower lash line, and with another pencil brush and Blackout, which is just a matte black eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using that to really smoke out that product. And this is why you don't need a lot, because a little goes a long way. I really don't want to make this a huge smoky eye look, just a little bit, so that's why I said to use a minimal product. And if you just have a lot of patience and slowly work at this, just a little goes a long way, it really does. And now I'm going to be using that same black eye kohl to tightline my eyes, but don't apply this on the waterline because we're going to be applying a white eye kohl like this one here. This one's from Revlon, and I'm just going to be using that on my waterline. I just wanted to add white because it's going to open up the eyes a bit more. And now I'm going to curl my lashes, something that I usually don't do, you guys know that, but I thought that it would be appropriate for tonight. And then I'm just going to adorn the entire eye look by adding 2 coats of my favorite black mascara at the moment, which is the Benefit They're Real. I love this mascara because it gives the illusion of falsies. It really lengthens and volumizes your lashes without actually having to put on falsies. And then I'm going to clean up the entire look by going in with my concealer and using my MAC 224 brush. I'm just going to be using this concealer to really clean up the entire look and maybe fix some small mistakes that I have made, and I'm also just going to use this to brighten up the entire look in general. I love saving this stuff for last, especially when I'm doing any sort of smoky eye look, just because it really helps in polishing and cleaning up the entire look. And now I'm going to go into Harmony Blush by MAC. It's just a warm tone brown color. I'm going to be using my MAC 129 blush brush, and I'm just going to be placing this product right underneath my cheekbones just to give the illusion of a slimmer face and higher cheekbones as well. And now I'm going to go into my favorite blush by MAC. Can you guess what it is? It's Melba! And I'm just going to be applying that with the same brush right onto the apples of my cheeks and sweeping it backwards, blending it in with the Harmony blush that we just placed previously. And for lips, I want to go nude, so I'm going to take 070 Soft Nude by Revlon. It looks like this. I'm just going to be first patting it all over my lips and then blending it in, working in small layers as we go, and then I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. Then I'm just going to be topping off the entire look by applying some golden beige lip gloss. So here I'm just using a Juicy 2 from Lancome in the color Simmer. And that basically finishes up this entire look, you guys. I hope that you really like how it turned out. I love how sultry and still wearable it is, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Alright you guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope that you guys really enjoyed how it turned out. If you did, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And also, since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, I just want to tell you guys how much I love you and how much I adore each and every single one of you. I could not imagine this YouTube experience without you guys, and I just hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day with your loved one. Even if you don't have a significant other, go out and spend it with your friends, and just know that I personally love you, and I think that that's just the most important thing about Valentine's Day, is just to share the love with everyone that you care for in your life, and I definitely care about you guys, so I hope that you have a fantastic day. And also, just to let you guys know, I will be vlogging my Valentine's Day tomorrow, just because Pedro, for the first time in the 4 years that we've been together, is apparently like planning something. He has something up his sleeve, so I'm definitely going to be capturing that on camera. So if you guys would like to see where he takes me on Valentine's Day tomorrow, definitely go subscribe to my vlog channel, because that's where I will be posting that vlog. And that is all. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful day tomorrow, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!